This man is everywhere now, from animated shows and movies to live action, with multiple movies about the Frankenstein source material coming out. And I'm wondering, what the heck is going on? There's a massive classic monster craze nowadays, but I believe there's something deeper to this than them simply milking out traditional old IP that everyone loves. I haven't seen a return to Frankenstein in a while, since like the Victor Frankenstein days, the fucking I Frankenstein days. It just doesn't seem like Hollywood has bothered to give a shit about that ever since. Dracula is getting multiple adaptations. There was a new one that came out like this year I didn't even know about. There was a Last Voyage of the Demeter. There was a Dracula show by NBC before that. Nosferatu is pretty much a Dracula movie when it comes down to it. We got werewolf movies coming out the ass. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. Robert Edgar's doing his own werewolf movie. We're seeing a return to those classic the Monster Mash monsters, basically. Universal's old selection of creatures. Now, some could say this is okay. They're doing what Hollywood does. They don't have any ideas for original shit. So we're gonna go find out what worked in the past and try to milk out the IP as much as we fucking can, right? We know the formula with Hollywood. Guillermo del Toro has a Frankenstein movie coming out. I saw the trailer, and the moment I saw that Netflix was involved and Jacob Elordi was cast as a main monster, I was like, okay, no thanks. I think Jacob, in my mind, I'm biased because Jacob Elordi, one of these new age pretty boys that's overcast and everything. Netflix shits on everything they make. But I trust this man. And apparently he's wanted this project for 30 years. He wants this to be his magnum opus. There's passion behind this. So I have some reason to believe that this could be better than I thought initially. And I saw the trailer, the recent trailer that came out I think yesterday, the newest one. Looks pretty good. I'll be honest, Jacob Elordi doesn't look too bad. The cast is fucking stacked. Christoph Waltz is in this. Oscar Isaac is in this. You got a pretty damn good cast. You got crazy cosmic horror imagery that I don't even know what's going on, but it looks sick because it's designed by Guillermo del Toro. And then you have The Bride, a film created by Maggie Gyllenhaal about the bride of Frankenstein. Now, when I saw the initial concept for this, I'm like, okay, so this is Frankenstein, but done through the point of view of his bride, because there's going to be an element of some kind of social revolution, women's independence, feminism, that kind of thing, right? We've seen this kind of story done before. So again, I wasn't too excited about this. And I don't think Maggie Gyllenhaal's a bad director. She made The Lost Daughter, which is fucking creepy and disturbing as fuck. But Christian Bale is playing the monster. I think the Frankenstein's monster in this, who has a bride. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't think I've seen Bale in a lot of shit since Ford versus Ferrari. I don't think Bale's been in shit since this. Has Bale been in that many movies recently? Bale's is like in my top 3 favorite actors of all time. So as soon as I saw him in this, I'm like, okay, this dude wanted to be involved when he read the script. Interesting. And the movie looks like Bonnie and Clyde. It doesn't look like a traditional Frankenstein horror film. It looks like a punk romance gangster shootout film, based on what I'm seeing in the trailer. Universal has attempted to build a franchise off of these old classic monsters before, and it ended in utter failure. The Dark Universe is a piece of feces wrapped in cat shit, coated in tartar sauce, with vinegar spilt all over it. That's what the Dark Universe was. The Mummy was shit. I think they were trying to add Jekyll and Hyde in there too. Dracula Untold, even though I think that movie's fun, not the best start, right? Like, this universe failed on all fronts before it even got going. But now it looks like they're saying, okay, we're going to take IP that no longer is beholden to one studio, and we're going to be like, okay, multiple auteurs, multiple directors get to play around with this. Let's see your visions. Guillermo del Toro, we trust you. You've been in the industry for so long. Everyone trusts you when it comes to anything monster related. Maggie Gyllenhaal, if you want to go artistic with this, if you want to create this gangster shootout art house film and tell a political commentary on top of that, you have 2 different things here. But most importantly, what is the IP? It's a timeless story. This story is still relevant today because of fucking AI. Think about it, right? Man creating a monster, playing God, creating this thing that they cannot control and everyone's outraged about and scared of it, There's similar themes that you can touch upon here. It's almost like a Frankenstein story done well can attack AI. From the looks of it, one is pure gothic horror and has all the classic genre themes of the book, of the original story. And then the other one is like a crime drama with a social spin with horror elements in it. One's about playing God with our main Frankenstein monster about to wreak havoc. He looks like he's about to beat somebody's ass in that film. And the other one's about a woman causing radical social change to the surroundings around her, and her husband having this love story that makes them kill everybody, basically. You have two different audiences. Listen, a lot of guys are probably going to get pissed at the fact that, oh, come on, man, they're woking up Frankenstein, they're making it about the female femme boss, and they're putting down the man. A lot of people are about to be pissed about that. Hollywood has just hit two different audiences with the same IP. One audience, okay, women love that shit, right? A lot of women are going to watch it. Actually, I don't even know how many people are going to watch it, but still. Christian Bale's in it. You're going to have a lot of cinema fans, women, all that shit love it. And the other one is for, I think, everybody. Everyone could love Guillermo del Toro stuff. Hollywood has literally made their monster now. Here's what I mean. The horror genre, anything horror will attract casual audiences, purists, all that. Everyone wants to see it because horror just does something to the human mind. Star value, you have names like Oscar Isaac, Jacob Elordi, Christian Bale. Name value, as in the director has garnered some kind of validation in the industry. The IP is well known but respected. Frankenstein is a classic literature story. It's not like Marvel superhero shit where certain directors don't want to touch it because, oh, the superhero stigma, right? It's not like that. This is respected literary work that all people want because they see it as a timeless story. Multiple genres. These two movies don't even look like they belong in the same universe of genre. Political, we know how Hollywood loves their political and social commentary, okay? They can throw that in there too now, because they can have one Frankenstein that's for all the guys that don't care about anything political, and then they have another one that is political. You can use CGI and effects that are glazed, because with this kind of story, practical effects are going to be highlighted more than anything. And even if you do use CGI, no one's going to care because, oh, it's Frankenstein, such a classic story, and now they're putting modern effects into it. It's so great. It's not like superheroes where you expect a CGI fest and you're already going into thinking, fuck this CGI nonsense, right? And Oscar bait. You can literally use this kind of story for Oscar bait. You have hit all elements that Hollywood loves in one thing, in one piece. This is Hollywood's Frankenstein monster. They've tried with vampires. They've tried since Bram Stoker's Dracula. They really haven't been able to... Ever since Twilight came out, it's kind of ruined the genre. They really haven't been able to replicate something since this, besides Nosferatu. But again, how far can you go with this kind of story, right? With werewolves, Hollywood can't seem to make a good werewolf movie. We'll see how Robert Eggers does. But it just doesn't seem like you can blend genres and do as much with that classic story Frankenstein, which can be replicated in anywhere, as you can with these two. And you know what? Hollywood should start trying to, though. That's the main takeaway from this. If you can do it with the Frankenstein, I believe there are timeless stories you can tell with these other creatures that are better than what we've been getting. So the studios have realized, instead of franchise building and creating a connected universe that people are fucking sick of, by the way, we're going to have multiple different stories created by new people for fresh takes. So we can still make money, but we have multiple eyes. I've given Hollywood a lot of shit, and I will continue to. Especially if they ruin Frankenstein, which they might. I don't trust Netflix with anything. But what they've done is genius. This Frankenstein obsession, it's like an experimental run for them. They've allowed IP to go public. Everyone can use it. I don't know if... Okay, someone needs to verify if The Bride and Guillermo del Toro's, if the same producers and studios are involved. I don't know. Probably, maybe, I don't know. But they've taken a public IP and allowed multiple people to use it with multiple fresh takes. There is a saying, actors that are in different superhero universes, like DC actors and Marvel actors, in support of each other, they say, listen, if one of us is popular, then that helps all of us. If Marvel's popular, DC is going to be popular. Whether or not that ends up being true is besides the point. But I think the logic behind the point is kind of what's happening here. You know what I mean? If Guillermo del Toro's movie does well, you could see that there's going to be some crossover in audiences that may want to watch The Bride. They may watch it anyways because Frankenstein is fresh. Frankenstein's hot right now. You know what I mean? It's just very interesting what I'm noticing with the Frankenstein, and I hope that Hollywood does more of this instead of trying to milk franchise shit, especially with one IP. I like the idea of them giving an older IP to multiple people. Now, this is Frankenstein's IP. This is not something that can happen with other kinds of properties. I know that, but still. It's just interesting. I'm excited for Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, though. And I'm excited to see Christian Bale back finally in a movie. I feel like I haven't seen this dude in a decade. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. But the army must keep growing. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movies or favorite film theories in a community with like-minded individuals, join the Zafy Discord now. Link is in the description and the comment section as well. Join us. This movement is just beginning. We're taking over Hollywood, one coke line at a time.